Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to do a new sketch, and we're going to try to do a line segment. I mean, not a line segment, but um, an angle. So I'm going to draw an angle by doing the segment tool. Okay, then I'm going to go up here and click on this point and call it A. And notice all I did is click up here on the little arrow and point B. Alright, now I'm going to select point A and click the segment tool again and do another one. Okay, now I need to make this a point. Let's display label point. Okay. Now, I don't know why I had to do that time, but it did and it worked. Okay. So now, all I need to do now is to draw another segment over here. And I'm going to label them point C, display label object. No, that's not what I display, show label D, and label object. Oops, I did it again. Show label E. Alright, and I'm going to, ooh, file. I can't undo this one. Edit, undo, delete. There we go. Okay, now I'm going to hit okay, I labeled them. Okay, now, sorry, that took a while, but I understand why you all are having difficulty with this version of Sketchpad, because it's much more difficult to use than the other one. Okay, now I'm going to click off of this, but what I want to do is I want to take and do a circle. I want to choose this point, and I want to do a circle on this, because I need to think about what we did in order to draw a congruent angle or construct a congruent angle with a compass and straight edge. And we actually arced until it crossed crossed in two places on the angle. So I'm going to label this point here, and the segment's blue, so that's the point I'm going to label. And then I'm going to click here and display label, and that's F. Okay, and it labeled the circle, so I didn't necessarily need to do that, but that's okay. Alright, so what I want to do now is I want to measure segment AF. Okay, and to do that I have to click here, select this point, unselect that circle. So we want to measure between A and AF. Okay, and let's construct a segment okay, wait a minute, let's select this point and let's construct a circle by center radius. Now see what we've got. We've got this highlighted and we have this highlighted. Now we're going to do circle by center radius, and it gives us a congruent circle. Okay, you with me so far? Alright, now let's go back over here, and we want to do some more circle constructions. Okay, so let's unhighlight that, except that we want to highlight this point. Okay, right here. All right, now, just because we need to display a label here. Okay, it's label G. All right, now I'm going to unhighlight that because I'm going to go back here and I need to click a point here and a point here. And construct a segment. Okay. Now, I'm gonna, I'm going to label this point and display, show label. All right, now I want to construct a circle with this radius. Okay, so we want to construct a circle with this radius, so we're good to go because I had the center there in the other one. All right, now I want to actually, we probably wouldn't have had to draw that circle there, but that's all right. Let's construct here. Let's do this and this. And we've got the segment there. And then go over here and highlight our point. So we have a center, we have a radius and a point. And we're going to construct a circle by center and radius. Now, we want to click on this point right there. Okay. And just double check that the blue there is good. Okay, and let's label that. Now, we want to construct a segment. Let's see, let's go back over here. Whoops. Point and point. Now we want to construct a segment. Okay. Now, let's hide everything. Okay, let's do this. And I'm holding the control key down. This. And then I release the control key to undo that one. I want to do this and this. Now I want to hide all of those things. So go here to display and hide path objects. Now, let's see what we've got. Now let's click on measure. Okay, so we want to see what we can measure there. I was just looking to see we can measure an angle, so let's do what we need to do. Let's select this point, and this one, and click measure angle, and notice it displays it. Now click this point, and this point, and measure. Whoops. We got to undo this. We forgot to unselect that. Now these are selected, and then measure angle. Now See, our angles that we have are the same. And now, granted, this takes more time than, if those of you who actually paid and downloaded the GSP5, it's much easier than this. Okay, now, watch what happens when we do this. Let's select. Or let's take this and move it. Now watch what happens to our angle. You see why I'm saying it doesn't fall apart. Now, I moved it around this way. Okay. Now, we know that let's leave this one alone, and let's highlight and delete that one. And now let's measure it again. Measure angle, and see, it's still the same degree measure. It doesn't matter what we do, when I move this, see, watch what's happening now. See, look at the measures that I have. I constructed congruent angles. Okay, see there? So what happens is they stay congruent. When I move this one, I'm changing the circles, I'm changing all those points, and what's happening is on the angle to the right, it's maintaining those circles, but that's because it's constructed. So you could draw an angle using the tool that we had to do this. Then you could have clicked measure and measure the angle, and then do another one and do one that's the same measure. But this way it's constructed and it doesn't fall apart. Okay?